time for English on the go, which means we're going to take a look at a clip sent to us from a native speaker that can be anywhere in the world. Today we have our Australian friend, Kelsey.
네, 오늘은 호주 분인 켈시 씨 이야기 들어보겠습니다. 켈시 씨가 그 leave no stone unturned 하는 상황을 언제 어떻게 겪게 되었는지 저처럼 또 긴박한 상황이었는지 한번 이야기 들어보면 좋겠네요.
Okay, why don't we call her out? Kelsey 씨, 나와주세요.
When I was about 11 or 12 is when I got my first phone. My parents got it for me to use for emergencies and stuff, and I was so excited to finally have a phone. Anyways, one time I left home with my mom and we drove to the mall. And we're there, and then halfway through shopping, I realized I didn't have my phone with me anymore. And I started freaking out, and I told my mom, and she said I probably left it somewhere. Try to retrace your steps, leave no stone unturned. And I was thinking, where had we been? And we went to all the stores and we just checked every possible place and couldn't find it. And it wasn't until we went back to the car, I remembered that when we left home, I'd put my phone on top of the car, and I never picked it up when we got into it. So we drove off, and my phone fell off, and well, I never got it back.
Oh no, your first phone.
That hurts. Just listening to her tell us the story, it just hurts.
Yeah, it does, man.
네, 그래서 사실 그럴 수도 있죠.
Yeah.
네, 차 위에 뭐 올려놓고 출발할 수도 있는데.
It happens with
네.
coffee.
그렇죠.
Sometimes for me
Coffee.
in America. It's always coffee. I put it up there and I drive and it falls over the window.
네, 최근에 제 지인 중에 한 명이 지갑을 놓고 출발을 한 적이 있어요.
Oh.
다행히 나중에 이제 경찰서에서 연락이 왔는데 그
Right.
지갑을 누군가가 찾아줘서 네, 정말 그런 상황 가끔씩 들려오는 그런 상황인데요. 딱 켈시 씨가 그 휴대전화가 처음 생겼던 10대 초반에 이런 일을 겪었다고 해요. 자, 그럼 이야기 바로 구체적으로 분석해 볼까요?
When I was about 11 or 12 is when I got my first phone.
When I was about 11 or 12 is when I got my first phone.
When I was about 11 or 12, 제가 11살 또는 12살쯤이었을 때 is when I got my first phone. 문장 구조가 좀 특이할 수 있어요. When I was, 이것이 is when. When is when. 이것을 했던 시기가 이것을 했던 시기다.
Yeah, but we use that a lot. Yeah.
When-
so when
yeah.
the bell rings is when we need to leave.
아, 종이 울릴 때가 우리가 떠나야 될 때다.
Yeah, something like that.
When I was in high school is when I started learning English. 또는 또 뭐가 있을까요?
When we do this show is when we should pretend like we like each other.
아하, 그렇군요. 이 방송을 할 때 우리가 서로 마음에 드는 척 해야 된다.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, we should, and we're doing a good job at that. 그래서 처음으로 휴대전화가 my first phone이 생겼는데요. 그때 왜 휴대전화가 생겼는지에 대한 그 배경 설명이 다음에 나옵니다.
My parents got it for me to use for emergencies and stuff, and I was so excited to finally have a phone.
My parents got it for me to use for emergencies and stuff, and I was so excited to finally have a phone.
단어부터 보자면은 그 응급 상황.
Emergency. Emergency.
emergency인데요. emergency가 원래 이제 또 emergency만 외우셔도 괜찮아요. 대체로 이제 emergency로 쓰이니까.
Yeah, we have an emergency. There's an emergency.
그런데 emerge까지 알아두시면 더 좋을 것 같아요.
Yeah. So emerge.
Yeah,
When
emerge.
something comes out or
Yeah,
comes up.
appears.
Appears, yeah.
emerge.
That's a good one.
네, 나타나다, 모습을 드러내다라는 뜻인데요. 그래서 emerge를 가지고 어떻게 쓰냐면 emerging market.
Oh, yeah.
네.
A market that's on the rise.
네.
It's just popped up, a new market.
전에는 없었던 시장 아니면 무시할 만큼 작았던 시장이었는데 it was so small that you could ignore the market.
Right.
But now it's becoming bigger. It's an emerging market.
Yes, it's emerging. It's coming. It's getting bigger,
네,
right?
신흥 시장을 말하는 것이 이제 emerging인데요. 그래서 emergency 하면 어떤 일이 생겼잖아요. 짜잔 하고 갑자기 나타난 일이 emergency고 발음을 살짝 보고 이제 문장 전체 해석해 보면 My parents got it for me to use for emergencies에서요. use for emergency가 한 단어처럼 들어갔어요.
All right. Okay. It was like this. Use for emergencies. Use for emergencies.
Exactly. Use for emergencies라고 했고요. 부모님이 got it for me, 저한테 사주셨습니다. To use, 사용하게끔 사주셨고 for emergencies and stuff, 응급 상황 등등에 사용할 수 있게끔 사주셨고 And I was so excited to finally have a phone. 드디어 휴대전화가 생겨서 정말 신났대요. Right? I can feel her excitement.
I can too. I remember my first phone.
How old were you?
I was 17.
You were 17?
Yeah.
Okay. My first phone, I got it when I was 21.
21?
Yeah, so quite late in your standard,
Wow.
I guess.
Yeah, for sure. And my parents only gave it to me because at the time I was driving.
Yeah.
They want to know where I am.
Maybe tracking your location.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. So anyway, let's go on to the next one.
Anyways, one time I left home with my mom and we drove to the mall.
Anyways, one time I left home with my mom and we drove to the mall.
휴대폰을 처음으로 갖게 된 배경에 대해서 이야기를 하다가 anyways, 그건 그거고
Yeah.
yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Let's move on.
Yeah, 중요한 이야기를 이제 본격적으로 시작을 하는 거예요. Anyways, 아무튼 one time, 한 번은 I left home, 집을 나섰습니다. With my mom, 엄마와 함께 집을 나섰어요. 호주 분이기 때문에 my mom 이렇게는 안 하고요.
Mom.
약간 mom 또는
It's like mom.
mom.
With my mom. Mom.
몸까지는 아니더라도 mom, 좀 더 입을
mom.
좁게 벌려서 발음했고요. I left home with my mom and we drove to the mall. 같이 차를 타고 쇼핑몰에 갔습니다. 오케이, 여기까지 아직 아무 일도 일어나지 않았어요.
That's right. So let's keep going.
And we're there, and then halfway through shopping, I realized I didn't have my phone with me anymore.
And we're there, and then halfway through shopping, I realized I didn't have my phone with me anymore.
이 문장의 앞부분도 and we are there 이렇게 발음하지 않았어요.
And we're there,
네.
and we're there.
근데 and we're there 지금 이제 메건 선생님의 발음으로 미국식 발음을 해주신 거고 캐스 씨는 and we're there,
And we're there,
and we're there
and we're there.
이렇게 발음이 되어서 정말 어렵게 들렸거든요 처음에.
Yeah.
And we're there, and we're there. 그래서 이제 그 and we are there. 갑자기 이제 과거형으로 말하다가 지금 현재형으로 바뀌었는데
Right.
이야기를 할 때는 현재형으로 쓰기도 하고 섞어 쓰기도 해요.
Yeah.
그래서 이제 가 있습니다. 우리는 이야기 속에서 우리는 거기에 가 있어요. 도착했어요. And halfway.
Halfway through shopping. So of course you don't know where the exact half is, but it just means while shopping.
그렇죠.
They've been shopping for a while.
네.
You get that feeling.
정확히 절반이 어딘지 몇 시간 동안 해서 몇 시간째가 half인지는 모르지만 그냥 도중에
Yes.
halfway through shopping, 쇼핑을 좀 하는데 그러니까 방금 말씀하신 것처럼 쇼핑을 잠깐 하진 않았어요.
Yeah, it was for a while, maybe an hour or something.
최소한 한 50분, 40분
Yeah.
이상 아무튼 시간이 지났고 I realized 갑자기 깨닫게 됩니다. I didn't have my phone with me anymore. 더 이상 휴대전화가 없네. 아까 분명히 언젠가 있었는데.
Yeah.
It was on me, but now it's not.
Oh no.
그걸 깨달았어요.
Wow. Okay, so I mean, was she calm? Probably not. Let's find out.
And I started freaking out, and I told my mom, and she said I probably left it somewhere.
And I started freaking out, and I told my mom, and she said I probably left it somewhere.
그런 다음에 여기에서 이제 흥분하다, 당황하다라는 표현
Freak out. Freak out.
freak out 이렇게 쓰였습니다. I started freak out. started freaking out이죠. started 다음에 이제 ing 붙었고 started to가 붙었다면 freak out 그대로 쓰면 됩니다. 이 단어, 이 표현 말고도 I started panicking,도 가끔씩 쓸 수가 있어요. I started panicking. 어떻게 해야 될지 모르겠다. 당황하기 시작했고 and I told my mom, 엄마한테 말을 했는데 나 전화기가 없어. My phone is not on me. I don't have my phone with me anymore 라고 말을 했더니 and she said, I probably left it somewhere. 어딘가에 left, leave 했을 거라고, 두고 왔을 거라고 엄마가 말을 하는 거죠. 누가 훔쳐간 거 아니고 아마 두고 왔을 거야. 아마 찾아보면 있을 거야 라는 의미로 이야기한 것 같아요.
So her mom said you probably left it somewhere, and her mom said something else too. Let's see what that was.
Try to retrace your steps, leave no stone unturned.
So she used our keyword of the day. Let's see what the mom says. Try to retrace your steps, leave no stone unturned.
왔던 길로 되돌아가 봐. 한 군데도 빠짐없이 라고 말한 거죠. 누구나 말할 수 있는 자연스러운 반응인 것 같아요. 그래, 다시 가보자. 여기 갔었고, 여기 갔었고, 한번 가보자라는 말인데요. 여기에 쓰이는 말이 이제, 물론 오늘의 키 표현인 그 leave no stone unturned가 들어갔고, 왔던 길을 되짚어 가는 것을
retrace.
trace가 흔적입니다, 흔적. trace.
You trace.
You're leaving your trace.
You kind of leave something behind.
leave a trace. 근데 그거 말고 또 trace는 그림 그릴 때 방금.
Yeah, like when you're drawing.
네. 그 trace는 어떤 거죠? 그 점선이 있으면 그걸 따라서 그리는 건가요?
Yeah, or there could be an outline of something.
네.
And so you're just kind of tracing around it. So if I'm tracing my finger around the cards, I'm
네.
just kind of following the outer line.
그 초등학교 때 많이 했던 것 같은데요. 유치원 때인가 그 손을 놓고 이렇게 손가락을 그리잖아요.
Yeah, you could trace your hand.
이게 바로 tracing인데요.
Yeah.
따라가는 거예요. 그래서 이제 retrace니까 방금 왔던 동선을
Yep.
the path upon which we walked.
Yeah, because if you think about it, there's already a line there of the path that you
그걸
went.
다시 되돌아간다.
Yes. So you're tracing that path again.
네.
Retrace.
그런 단어고 leave no stone unturned는 다시 설명 필요가 없을 것 같습니다. 오케이.
Perfect. Let's see what she says next.
And I was thinking, where had we been? And we went to all the stores and checked.
And I was thinking, where have we been? And we went to all the stores and checked.
그래서 저는 이렇게 생각했습니다. Where have we been? 우리 어디 갔다 왔지? 어디를 갔었지? Where have we been? What places have we been to? 생각한 다음에 And we went to all the stores and checked. 들렀던 모든 가게들에 갔고 확인을 했어요.
And they checked, but did they find it? Let's find out next.
And we just checked every possible place and couldn't find it.
And we just checked every possible place and couldn't find it.
정말로 확실히 leave no stone unturned 했군요.
Yeah.
We checked every possible place라고 했습니다. 가능한 장소를 다 찾아봤어요.
Yes.
갔던 곳.
They checked every possible place. They left no stone unturned.
And couldn't find it. 그런데
Yeah.
못 찾았습니다. 그 possible 발음도 possible 이렇게 하지 않고 possible.
Possible.
예, 약간
Possible.
네, O 쪽으로 갔고
오.
every possible place라고 하면 어떤 느낌까지 드냐면 갔던 가게는 물론이고 그 가게 옆에 혹시 뭐 이렇게 떨어질 만한 곳도 다 찾아보는 느낌?
Yeah, so when you hear every possible place, not just every store, but maybe it fell somewhere in the store.
Yeah.
So maybe you check behind the clothing racks, on the floor,
If there's
everywhere.
an escalator, maybe you go up the
Oh,
escalator
yeah.
and check the other end.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then maybe go to lost and found in case it fell and someone else found it.
네, 근데 아무튼 못 찾았고 그 다음 문장 한번 가볼까요?
And it wasn't until we went back to the car I remembered that when we left home.
And it wasn't until we went back to the car I remembered that when we left home.
뭔가 기억이 났다고 하는데요. It wasn't until that 이렇게 하는 거. It wasn't until A that B 하면요. A 할 때까지 B 하지 않았다. 그러니까 A 하고 나서야 B 하게 되었다는 말이에요. 그래서 it wasn't until we went back to the car 집에 차로 돌아가서야 I remembered that when we left home 집에서 나올 때 뭐뭐 했다는 사실을 깨달은 거죠. Okay? It wasn't until. All right?
Right. It wasn't until that moment that she remembered. So what did she remember? Let's find out.
I'd put my phone on top of the car and I never picked it up when we got into it.
I put my phone on top of the car and I never picked it up when we got into it.
네, 이걸 깨달았다고 하네요. I put my phone on top of the car. On the car. 차 위에 올려놨어요. On top of the car. And I never picked it up. 그 뒤에 집어들질 않은 거죠. When we got into it. 차에 놓고 잠깐 뭐 한 다음에 탈 때 위에 올려놨던 거예요. It was her first phone. Her
Yes.
new phone. Maybe she wasn't used to it.
Yeah, whenever you have something new, you're not used to carrying it with you, usually.
네, 새로 산 휴대전화라서 아직 적응이 안 됐나 봐요.
Right, because it's her first phone.
예.
Yeah.
아무튼 그렇게 했고 그 다음에 그래서 찾았을까요 혹시? 다음 문장입니다.
Let's find out.
So we drove off and my phone fell off and, well, I never got it back.
So we drove off and my phone fell off and, well, I never got it back.
She can laugh about it now that it's like maybe more than 10 years ago.
Right, but I'm sure then she was not laughing.
그렇죠. 한 10년 이상 지났을 테니까 지금은 웃으면서 이야기를 하고 있는데요. So we drove off. drive라는 건 운전하는 건데 off니까 지금 있던 장소에서 떠난 느낌.
Yes.
drive off, drove off 했고요. And my phone fell off. 이것도 마찬가지로 이제 접촉돼 있던 것이 떨어진 느낌이죠. 분리되었습니다. 휴대전화가 떨어졌어요. And well, I never got it back. 다시 찾지 못했습니다. 휴대전화가 떨어졌다는 거는 그냥 추측이네요. 그러니까. Who knows? It never fell. It became one with the car. No.
Oh, well, yeah. Maybe it blended in.
떨어졌겠죠.
Yeah, I'm sure it fell off while they were driving somewhere. Okay, so sorry about your first phone. I'm sure you have another one by now.
Much better.
A much better one. So since we've gone over everything, let's review by looking at it one more time.
When I was about 11 or 12 is when I got my first phone. My parents got it for me to use for emergencies and stuff, and I was so excited to finally have a phone. Anyways, one time I left home with my mom and we drove to the mall. And we're there, and then halfway through shopping, I realized I didn't have my phone with me anymore. And I started freaking out, and I told my mom, and she said I probably left it somewhere. Try to retrace your steps, leave no stone unturned. And I was thinking, where had we been? And we went to all the stores and we just checked every possible place and couldn't find it. And it wasn't until we went back to the car, I remembered that when we left home, I'd put my phone on top of the car, and I never picked it up when we got into it. So we drove off, and my phone fell off, and well, I never got it back.